They are the ones that are.
Oh, is this live now? You're live.
Yes, I just tuned in. So before we started, you know, because it says it's gonna be late, and
Well, we're on.
huh?
So, yeah, welcome to the show. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us again in the Gam Recap Show. Today, we're going to be touching on, several different topics, and some of these topics, things that affect most of you that are watching here in the diaspora. Before we get into it, I'm just gonna let Ibrahim, introduce himself too, and we'll talk a little bit and allow a lot more people to come in before we jump right into it. So, mbadingol, mbal bismillah la kotenken, na dimasilung kachala. Bi mbe fanna jamal le mala. Bi kachanying abe kandila bakele because munamu. Aliaje. Because mina mbe modol fana mbe mol daji ko mala jang andu ngalo ne ko dol binale e la fila kanyin mol la daji ko ka defend bari daji kalo mi alon ko fon sa ko kacha bari nta dunna kono folo me Ibrahim fana bulala I anim badi ngole nyo konton na bota jela ngambatu modol moli sia demanding isaje moli alon kacha akungo na singo bita kandame. Ibrahim.
All right. Hello, people. Hello, viewers. Welcome again to Gam Recap. So, I'm your host, Ibrahim Fati, and I have my friend here, Afridamos.
He's struggling with that.
Nah, I'm trying. Gago,
right.
Welcome to the Gam Recap Show. Talong Albadim Ibrahim Fati, Allah host, and Afro Damos. Na other host ning nagate abet little domandin bi, but I've in a little bit. So come Afro Damos ya vanyaming. We have a lot of topics for you. Topical Muyalonko, about Gambia, in Gambia or in the diaspora. So no topical nag mo kana fan because kachalong don't kacha nag do bija sa fenkele. All right. So from there janim be continue la. Let me just na video sutum plale, then I'll continue from there.
Gam Recap, a show where objectivity is manifested to the core.
The Gam Recap Show is a show that tackles all kinds of different topics. You name it. Politics is at the center of it. Life topics. But at Gam Recap Show,
we talk about issues that matter to you. Issues that are key to our upliftment and development. So join us every Saturday,
9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time and 5 p.m. GMT, which is Gambian time. I will see you on Saturdays.
Only on LSTV1.
All right. Okay, Farmada Jawara. Kaya bari mungko. No bi mbekala bari mungko dibi.
Hey, you want to click off the StreamYard logo thing? Live viewer comment show up yard.
Live viewer, yeah. Is it on or?
Yeah. Boom, you got it.
All right.
So Ibrahim.
Yes, sir.
Ibrahim, how was your week?
Man, my week was good.
Yeah.
My week was great.
Right.
I can't complain. It was a great week. For some kind we are not the one in there. The only body bunga asa kembulu nyintile fulul.
Yeah, last week everybody been called ma uncle ma. New week of an after that
Somebody bingo, bimubari bunkoldi. But yalon janim bitana janim bekala body bu. Ye flow jele yalon flow kay fano feren. Yalo kamalo kana floor ma, but you know, ba Jimmy, you Jimmy, even balala do. Yam floor do no. Yalo itel, yamo le koni muda ni para, ni tara arjana. You know, ni be arjana da. You have everything. You can see le ya for apple ina. Yes, ya for banana ina. So you full out a boy tell. I kept dehydrated. So you
Right.
know, he was in coma.
Right.
But while he was in coma, at a bad coma in Colabella, Lopano. But I know, like Doctor, at a white the money, at a malacolo. I'll go, Adum banana, Adum pump. I have a request. Brother will be a request. I go, I go, Musonati. Doctor, I go, yo, for the Bobogane. I go, Mandal, the man for one man, Mangi Arjana.
That's it's very interesting. Yeah, that's super funny, man. Yeah, especially right now, Sunkaro ni mol ebe moto kono. O wato lon sonko kadu ika. Nko driver ibambam why nko second driver tata halfway ako nko nteka danta boko dole. Ako je bari driver ite ko ikata breka. Isaje, you know, passenger car jola nko wokelo.
Are you seeing the comments or not?
No, I'm not seeing it.
Okay, because I hide it. I hide it.
No, I'm seeing it now. Yeah, I can see them. Yeah, I see Fatmata Jawara. If Sister Bineto,
yeah,
Sister Bineto, welcome to the show. You know, but this is a serious topic here today that we really need to touch on. This is especially to, you know, the brothers and sisters here in the diaspora, which is this real estate scam. And it is our own brothers, you know, our own Gambians, people we know, people we grow up with, that are running these scams on us. And I've always said it, especially this topic that I'm about to touch here, which was on Freedom Radio about Yaya Jammeh in Seattle. Have you heard of him?
Yes.
Yeah, actually, he's a good friend of mine. We've talked about this.
You know, when I heard about Yaya Jammeh, I thought it was James, you know.
James Junkun Jammeh.
Yeah, I'm like.
But, and there's this guy called Walin Dow in the Gambia. And, you know, I know this story firsthand, you know, from the person that it actually happened to. And I've always said it, right? I've talked about these type of things on my platform. You know, I always bring it up, but it doesn't seem like a popular topic amongst Gambian people, because what do Gambian people want to do is sutura. Because you look at it, this Walin Dow, what he does is he would request. So, for instance, you know, all these people, even Yaya is a friend of mine. The Yaya money. Yeah, I hope Yange Setan Lini. Dina wa luhel, you know, Walin Dow mom, you know, dina wa mom tamit affaire. Why yo tamit dina la dalde. Sula nehe nga call fi ñu hulo. Why, you know, dega bi mom fok ma wako. Why Yange def mbolo mi, you know, lo hamne, you know, lu baax la, because xam nga ne ñun suñ mbokk yi façon yi su amee dañ dee wan ne oh Wali suma waay la, you know, Wali man maa mooma dem school. Waaye yow depuis boo ma waxee affaire bii nii dama la wax ne ma ne la ne hey Yaya affaire yi sutura yii nii non because yow sa xaalis yaa ko liggéey. ñen ñëpp xam ngeen, ñen ñi nga xam ne yéen a ngi America, England, Sweden, you know, foo mun di nekk, you know, dëkki tubaab, you know, whether bii nii fii nii, you know, du la dee tere pour nga dem liggéey. Su snowee sax dangaa dem liggéey. Am nga nit yi dañ dee nekk Gambia ñu gis la yaa ngi taxaw you know, bori snow bi xam nga badi bunka yi ak fana yi ñoom ñoo dee def loolu ñu dem taxaw bori ak séeréer jël nataal bori snow bi you know yónnee ko so
poli tamit xam nga soo laalee séeréer
Sister Benito xam naa I know so anyways so you know because Yaya you know so dégloo Yaya bu mu demoon Freedom Radio sax interview bi dama ko déglu because man Yaya dama ko xam suma waay la you know very nice guy ku baax la because moom lu mu doon def rek daf doon bugg a jéem a jox Wally opportunity pour ne rek moom moo Wally you know depuis time yi xale you know dañ xamante xam nga li ma la explainal ni waaye ñun suñ mbokk yi nekk Gambia ñoom dañ dee foog ne ok yow foo nekk moom xaalis moom danga ko dee for non doo dee for sa xaalis nit yi dañ dee jóg ñu dem liggéey seen xaalis te waxtu dafa jot pour ñun ñu wax waa Gambia yi dëgg bi nit su la yónnee xaalis mu ne la defal lii ak lii def ko waaye xam nga yan tamit da ngeen war a jànga li ma leen a wax fii ne gis nga man Gambia nu ma dee diil ak waa Gambia yi xaalis bu ma laa jox su ma la joxee xaalis de xamal ne dama la ko may straight up xamal ne dama la ko may man du ma jël suma xaalis yónnee ko Gambia ma ne la ne defal ma lii ak lii because duñ ko def noonu gis nga da nga war a xool nit ki si boppam moom dundaam naka lam ko dee defee you see what I'm saying? Let me see what Sister Ben. You can speak English there. I'm good. No, Sister Benito. Nekut ne puru your rekla. But yeah, you're right. You know, I should speak English because I'm speaking to the diaspora about this. So, to me, when you take your money, your hard-earned money, this money that you wake up every day, for most of you, you know, you put in tons of hours. Know that these hours that you're putting into work, this is your life. It's your life. You cannot get those back. You're sacrificing your life every single day. And that sacrifice is shown in the amount, in the money that you earn. So when you allow other people through emotion or whatsoever, or you care that, like, oh, I've been to school with this guy, who cares? Sister Benito, that's right. Some all of the Fabatorop, Lolo Tangana Madam see English. But what I'm saying here is, yeah, he's a very hardworking man. You know, he's putting, you know, like me and this guy, you know, we're tight. We talk about things like this. So for this guy, Wally, to pull a scam on not just him, it's several other people. People take their money, they send it to these people in Gambia, and they pull this, you know, pull scams like this. But I blame the people themselves. You know why? Because how can a Wali exist amongst us? How is that possible? How can he scam 1, 2, 3, 4 people until Yaya came and brought it out to Freedom Radio? If you value your life, if you value your hours, your hard-earned money, do not separate, do not part ways with your money. Do not trust somebody else over yourself. How can you trust somebody over yourself? You're the one that worked for that money. You see what I'm saying? And you know how Gambian people, they like to use shaming tactics. Oh, you're in America, you don't give me this, blah, blah. Yeah, don't complain about me. If you think I'm so wicked that I'm not giving you this, you're more wicked to yourself than me, because you are willing to sit there and complain about me than try to give it to yourself. And the thing is, people that are watching me, you people too should stop playing God. What do I mean by stop playing God? You think that now, oh, you're in America, or you're in Sweden, you're in somewhere. Now you can save people's life. No, save yourself first. Do not take your money and give it to people just because you know them. You know, just because you know them. Like, yeah, I know you from school. Great. We can maintain that relationship. We can talk about the good old times, right? But now when we're talking about you trying to get me to part ways with my hard-earned American dollars, nah, bruh, let's not have that conversation. You work for your money, let me work for mine. You see what I'm saying? We can't mix those two. You work for yours, I'll work for mine. If you want to build a house in the Gambia, hey, I'm suggesting this to you. I'm going to recommend this. But you can do whatever you wish. You are away from the Gambia. Why are you in a rush to build that house there that you're not even there? I can understand if you don't have good documentation. You know how some people, they are not legit. Some people are not legit. You see? And I can understand that. Yes, Sister Benito, there's honest people too, but in general, I can assure you, this is not the first time this has happened. I have talked about this many, many times. So if we are saying there's dishonest people, but this keep happening, that's a problem. But Ibrahim, yes. What do you think about what Walindau did? Walindau stole over $800,000 from Yaya. He grew up with Yaya. They went to school together. There's different kinds of thieves. It's not only the thief in the market that everybody says Sache, right?
Not to cut you off over there. I used to work when I used to work at corporate, when I used to be a banker. I remember, before I jump into the topic, I remember there was an old lady who walked into my office one day.
Right.
Because I was consumer banker / PFA, personal financial advice and all that. So when this lady walked into my office, she was sitting down. It's an old lady, it's an old white lady.
Yeah.
Probably in her 80s or something like that. Help her everything because I was the one responsible for her finance. I was her financial advisor. You talk about everything. At the end of the day, I'm a banker. I'm trying to cross-sell something to her again to add on her whatever she have already.
Right.
She looked at me. She's like, you know what? I'm gonna tell you something today. I'm like, what is it? She's like, the thieves that go to jail or prison are the ones that carry probably a knife and go rob
the bank.
5 cents or $5.
Right.
They go to jail for 5 years or 10 years. She's like, the big thieves never go to prison or jail. And they are sitting right in front of you with a pen and paper. They're robbing.
Right.
I looked at myself. I'm like, this is me.
Yes. Because you know what she did there? Okay. She's 80 years old, right? She's looking dead at you like, this young guy, I've been on this earth 80 years old. He thinks he can just, sell me empty dreams that they train him to do. But to you, they gave you all these titles, other than thief, so they have to make you feel good.
Yeah.
You see how you're saying, I'm a financial banker, I'm this and this. But the lady put the mirror in front of you. Boom. She made you think, wow, she's right.
She was right. And in Gambia, what we need to come to realize is like, okay, like you said, the ones that they say Sache are the ones that everybody look as a thief.
Right.
But there are ones that are putting on suit and tie. There are ones that are putting on, jesnas every day. Dark and day.
But this thing is, right? I know because people like to, mostly even a lot of the platforms, let's say in the diaspora, they like to talk about the politicians. But now, this is I'm talking about regular people here. This Walindau, there's tons of Walindaus there. What people have to realize something, and I've always said this, in Gambia, there's lots of criminals. There's lots of scammers like this Walindau here. But people, even Yaya, I talk to Yaya. when he went on Panderi's show on Freedom Radio. This Walindau's sister was calling Yaya saying, trying to make it a sutura. So people, you have to understand.
Gambia, that sutura is the thing that's gonna kill us.
Because
sutura is gonna kill us because you know what? Like I said, I mean, because like you said, we work hard for our money. For our
it
doesn't matter whether you have your own business. It doesn't matter whether you work in 9 to 5. It doesn't matter whether you work, at the end of the day, you work hard for your money.
That's right.
For you to take that money, like, sending it to somebody because,
and
I mean, at the end of the day, I know that for a fact that, everybody want to go back home someday.
And Ibrahim, let me tell you something. I don't mean to cut you off, right?
Mm-hmm.
When Yaya went to the Gambia not that long ago to try to, take care of this matter, they brought this guy, to the, what do they call it? The
CID.
They're no longer the CID, the criminal. One of those, but let's say it's part of the police, police
party, yeah.
Law arm of the country.
Mm-hmm.
So they bring this guy in. This guy is a criminal.
Mm-hmm.
He, there's proof. The receipts are there. He's admitted to the crime, right? Because he took the money and he promised to deliver. People have to understand that when you promise to deliver a service and you take that money, you have to deliver that service. If you don't, you're stealing. Because, how can you promise me that, hey, I am going to do X, Y, and Z, and I pay you the money? Like I asked you, how much are you going to do this for? You see? And you tell me, I'm going to charge you, $15,000. And we negotiate, I agree to whatever amount. I pay you, right? Now, I expect you to deliver what we agreed upon. Mm-hmm. I don't want to hear excuses. I don't even want to hear that your mama died, your daddy died. It's none of my business. All I care about is you deliver what you promised to deliver. You see what I'm saying? Life goes on. Your mama died, good. Go pray for her, move on. You see, life goes on. But now, people want to accept excuses. This while in doubt, the police, right? As soon as Yaya left, they released him right away. So the police are part of this criminal syndicate. You see, these are supposed to be the people that are supposed to settle disputes like this to make sure law and order is in the country. But now, Ibrahim, what do you think happened there? Do you think this guy, the police have known about him? Do you think he bribed them? Do you think they're part of this crime?
I wouldn't say that because I don't know. I know you're not on Facebook anymore, but a few weeks ago there was this video circulating about the Gambian opposition, whatever GAP leader, Bachili.
Yeah.
Yes. So
is it the video of him where the lady was harassing him?
I mean, I wouldn't call it harassing him. That's not harassment because you and I, we're not gonna work in the streets of Gambia. Anybody is not gonna scold you or scold me, saying I'm a small Harris. So I mean,
he brought it upon himself. Because it's still the right word. He brought the harassment upon himself.
Okay, upon himself.
Yeah, it's justified.
And if you look at the lady's story, if you look at her story, you don't come to me, and I advise a lot of Gambians. I've been telling them this. I know a lot of victims that call me every day. I stopped doing Facebook Live like I used to before, but I know a lot of Gambians that have been calling me. They go through these agents to buy houses.
Well, this while Lindau has a quote unquote company. He's sort of like
that's what I'm saying.
The same people.
The same
and
people.
Now,
they're all on the same boat.
Yeah.
Like sir, but you tell the lady,
And
I have a house, I have a
uh-huh.
house for you in this place. You
Mhm.
put down, 6 million safer, which is close to, I think it was the last time I calculated was almost 40, some
You
$28,000.
see, but you
So
shouldn't even be allowed to be in the politics of the Gambia,
politics,
because the guy is straight up. He's a straight up criminal.
criminal, yeah. I'll come to that. So this Walindau story, they have a bunch of them in Gambia like that.
And
I
now
know.
you know who's now in the Gambia doing these things too, who are part of the market? The African Americans, the blacks. The blacks are also entering the market there.
Yeah,
I see the YouTube channels, they even have these people that they are beginning to deal with each other. So this is something, it's a serious thing.
that's a serious crime. That's why I tell people, if you buy in a house, if you buy in a compound, or you buy in a plot in Gambia, don't go through these agents. A lot of people, yes, you did your family members because you think if you go through your family members, they will know just how much amount money.
But why don't you just fly there? But Ibrahim, let's just Ibrahim,
Let me fly.
Ibrahim,
But
let's
what I'm saying, my point here, I know some of us, a lot of people will dig their family members to go through this agency.
No, that's the wrong word. Ibrahim, don't say ditch.
I know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I have a very point here. Because
I'll come there too.
if I go through my family members, they will know how much money I have or how much money I'm earning. You go through these agents. So when they scam you, that's the time you turn back to your family. I tell a lot of people, let your family do a research for you. Because I know a lady that I'm not gonna call their name here on this show, but she's going through the same thing. She go through this agent. So when she go through this agent, the agent sell her the land for $485,000 in Jabang. So when she went to Gambia, she followed the guy for the papers, the document.
But
So
that's a lazy way of doing.
the guy
This is
was
the
like,
diaspora. Why
the
don't
guy
you
was,
fly
yeah.
in,
So she
and
fly
do
in
it
for
yourself instead of flying later to go fight the crime? Just keep your money. Your money is not gonna rot. Money is there. Land is not going to finish. It's not gonna
Exactly.
disappear. Let
So
me
the
tell
guy
you,
was like,
since 19 Chompolo, I have been hearing that the lands are going to be finished. Do you know how long 19 Chompolong is?
that's been a while. But what
Exactly.
happened? When she went to Gambia?
Yeah.
So the guy was like, okay, she went to the guy and said, okay, now I'm here to get my, the documents for the land and blah blah. And before she get there, the guy even tell her, you can go ahead and start making your blocks, making your plan. So the lady, have contractors, they already make all the blocks. So I think when she get to Gambia, the guy was like, okay, this one, I forgot somebody bought it, so now I'm gonna give you another one. So she
wait. So you see, right? Gambian people are not serious. How can you see, this is what I'm saying. A lot of these people, if they can't operate like that here in America, they'll be dead. Like that. You know that.
Which is true. So the guy took her to another place, give her another land. So while she was in Gambia, so she kept following where's the papers. The guy said, oh, this one too. When I went to the office, I look at my books, I forgot. So now I'm gonna take you to Paradise View. She called. I said, you know what? You've been scammed. I said, because Paradise View, that place is already full. That place is already full.
A lot of these diasporans too, look, the phrase, a fool would part ways with their money. Yeah, that phrase is real. So think about it, right?
But that's what I'm saying, though.
First of all, right?
Reach out to people. Reach out to
no,
people.
No.
Gambia is coming to a point. Let's clear this one before we move to the next topic. Gambia is becoming to be a point of like every time on Harry wanna be a
real estate agent.
The quick scheme. The quick fast money is.
Yep.
Just go make your banners, make a Facebook, whatever, put it on Facebook, on your status, and okay, I'm an agent. bang, bang, bang. Now you see me today. I took, Afrodamus to this place. So this is 20 by 20. Bang, So put that on
But
Facebook.
my thing is, why
Tomorrow
would
I'll
they
cook
be in a
like that, put
hurry?
them there and buy. So now, okay, you know what? Yeah, Digala, Ibrahim is a real estate. Ibrahim agent. Bang, they call me. Oh yeah, I'm not just living Bangwa. Sampanenko already. I'm not living in Hanale. So legi down payment is, $500,000 is so every month I definitely. So now you go and do that. And everything. Now what's gonna happen? No paperwork. No paperwork.
Look,
And
Ibrahim,
it's sad to say that even so, this small agents, you have to go to, even tough, you have to hit tough because of what the price tough is selling his houses are too damn expensive for those small little cupboards.
look, this is my belief, right? And I would stand by that. I believe that anytime that I don't part ways with my money, I feel much safer. I sleep good at night. So if I want a land in the Gambia, guess what? If I want to do the building, I would match my ass over there. I would do the research. I'm not about to allow some fool to, walk away with my money. And the reality is most people watching, people are going to say, no, this would never, it would never happen to me. And I know you recommended family. Do you know how many people that I know that their families scam them? And also Gambians, it's a Gambian thing. Why would you, any smart Gambian, you should never let the people you're related to know how much money you have, because they have an entitlement thing. They start hating you because they think you should be giving them their money. No, I'm just related to you. I don't owe you anything, just as you don't owe me anything. But they don't understand that concept. So therefore, to be safe from it, you don't want to expose yourself to all
Well,
that. You don't
well,
want to expose yourself to that, so that you
well.
can keep the peace and cordial relationship going. You see, that's how it goes. Take charge of your own life. I'm telling you, you will not.
When it comes to that part, I might be a little bit disagree with you.
You
I mean,
can, of course,
yes,
hey, of course,
mm,
do what you like.
yes.
But
So
I'm just saying,
the reason I'm gonna be a little disagree with you on that part.
you don't have to disagree with me, but you can just tell me
No, no, I'm just saying, no.
Okay,
Yes, and I mean, it's gonna be both ways.
okay,
It's gonna be both ways.
right.
So yes, some people, like I said in the beginning, their families, when they know that okay, now Afidamos is sending here every month, every week, $100,000 is $50,000 is now the person that you trust or whatever, the brother or the cousin, whatever. Now everybody calling you, Afidamos, like they mind into cold, because now they know what you have.
Who do you trust more than yourself?
That for me, when
Who?
the reason I
Who?
say I decide
Wait.
because okay,
What do you
for me,
disagree with?
in Gambia, yes, I go to Gambia every 5 months, 5-6 months now. Now I'm trying to go every 3 times a year. But the reason I say that, all my transactions in Gambia are run by my brother. And
But you go there often.
I go often.
Okay,
But
so
at the same time too, between me and him, whatever transactions we're dealing with is between us.
okay, so Ibrahim.
It doesn't go to the mom. It doesn't go to the sisters. Nobody knows about it. I do more things.
Well, that's because what I'm saying is right. Every situation is not going to be like what you have with your brother. We are talking about the reason why we're even talking about this, right? Is so prevalent, right? To the point that it needed to be talked about. So the point I'm making is, I should say people should use common sense. If you pay attention to the people you deal with, you would know who you can, do such a thing with. Because a lot of the people, if Yaya did not come out with this, right? This guy would continue on, scamming people, and nothing would come of it. And this guy is not scamming little amounts of money. This guy is scamming people out of, tens of thousands of Gambian dollars. You see? So that's a serious thing. And, we could delve into, like, with the family thing. Majority of the stories is like that. But at the end of the day, what my question is, like, who do you trust more than yourself?
I mean, I trust you know what? When it comes to that point, I always make this quote online saying that, at this point of my life, even my own shadow, I don't trust it.
Exactly. Did you look? This is my thing. Even me, right?
At that point,
look, even when my son was 5 years old, right? Because sometimes, these kids, you can't trust them. So I put an alarm. Anytime he wakes up, I know. So if he tries to kill me, you see what I'm saying? You can't put it past them. If you're laughing, Ibrahim, how many of these American kids have you heard killing their parents?
Every day.
Exactly. So even if they are 5, you can't trust them. You don't know what is going on in their head. You see what I'm saying? So, exactly. But
so, with all that said and done about this land issue, we'll come back to the land issue. So the next important topic here, the advisor of President Barrow said, Sehumbalo.
Okay. No, I mean, whatever. You don't
all right.
Sehumbalo, what did he say? Never mind.
So President Barrow advisor Sehumbalo ko. Ako Angalekano ko. Ako, like the crimes that are developed in Gambia. Ako happen in a developing society.
Ako nyadi?
Ako crimes will make in Gambia. Ako walka ke developing countries akaka woloto. I could even if you look at here in America, Canada, England, Germany, Australia, ako look at every day how many homicides happen. Ako and those countries are developed countries.
But how many? Does he know how many? What the population of these places are?
Yes. I guess he used to live here. He thinks. I mean, so now, this crime on America and Gambia. It's a sign you want to brainwash people, telling people signing crime was here at Bangkok wo sabudal ko wo banko bitaka nyatole. Wala na mol be nyom fakang hamasadol be kekan sunyarol be I think for me, in my own opinion, before I let you go after Damos, before I let you jump into this one, I think it's bogus. It's bull crap for Sehumbalo, somebody who I mean run the farm along. I hate to go off on them, but like you don't say this kind of things. Katasi, because of what you are for your own interest. You be a post whatever Barrow is giving you, you being Barrow's advisor. Kasi kapo mole ko ha, started we are la crime kasia, what started they are developing countries. You don't compare Gambia to America. Hamsad munkake America jang, not even only America, but a single state a day, homicide a single state a day, Gambia. So don't even compare like homicide America, Gambia, because Gambia is developing. Where is the development? That's my question. And I'll let you go. And I'm not this topic we have 10 minutes to talk about it before we jump.
Yeah, I mean, like I wish I could talk about it, but I don't know anything about it. I haven't read it or heard. I'm just now hearing it from you, so it will be hard for me to be able to to comment on it. You see what I'm saying? Because I haven't heard what he said, so I don't want to speculate. That makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
So hence you don't want to speculate. I'll still jump on it for me myself, and I'm ready to the viewers what he said.
Right.
So it says,
Read it. Oh, you have it.
yes,
You have the exact. Well, then
yes.
read it
It
and
says
clue me in. Then.
by a standard newspaper, by one of their reporters, Mustafa Sise. Sehumbalo, the presidential advisor on youth matters, has said Gambians should not be completely surprised by recent rise in criminal activities because these things are associated with a country that is developing, such as the Gambia. Sehumbalo continued to say, as people awareness grows through technology, so do criminals and their ways of doing things. He said criminals too are developing. The biggest, brightest example is the United States. Do you know how many homicides happen in US, Canada, or Germany, Australia in a day? This type of things are not new there because they are used to it. So Gambians too need to get used to it. So my advice to Gambians is that let us be prepared because the country develops this kind of crimes. Could be common occurrence. All I can advise is, as citizens, let us be vigilant. If we see something bad, let us not keep silent, but do or say something about it. The police cannot be at a very place at all times. It's practically impossible, just like elsewhere in the world. Sehumbala continued to say on recent edition, bunch of the branch on Kerfatu, discussing the current homicide and violent crimes in the country. Mr. Mbalo further urged Gambians to discourage the attitude of "it's not my business." Security should be, anyone's business. If you see somebody whom you have not recognized, call the police, as he said. A suspicious looking person in your neighborhood, call the police. That's how people make sure that they reduce crimes in other areas in the world global village. So don't allow your neighbor to be in trouble while you are comfortable. Next time could happen to you, Mr. Mbalo said. Okay, so my take in Mr. Mbalo said, Mr. Mbalo just contradicted himself, right?
Yeah, he's double speaking
Yeah.
because he said some good stuff and some not so good stuff, and he okay, as far as, so what he's saying is Gambians should get used to the crime. I
Yes.
mean, that doesn't make sense. Like, how about not get used to it?
Thank you
Is
very much.
how about not? And so pretty much what he's saying is, if he's an advisor to the president, so he's thrown his hand in the air, like letting the citizens know, look, you guys are on your own. We can't protect you guys. How
Mhm.
come Jammeh was able to do this to protect the Gambians? Jammeh would have never said, get used to crime. Are you serious right now? Or anybody close to Jammeh. Because the day they said that they themselves would go to mile 2,
Mine too.
just to prove to people that crime is not allowed. So Sehumbalo, he's not speaking with wisdom. He's not making any logical sense here.
Mhm.
He's mixed some good stuff with some not so good stuff, like I said.
Mhm.
And they should definitely look into how to curb the crime wave,
Mhm.
a solution. Because all this, we started with the land issue, right?
Mhm.
Which is one form of smooth crime.
Mhm.
It's not done with gun because it's not done with the knife
Mhm.
or the hammer. And then right into the next topic that you just said.
Mhm.
So good thing you brought Sehumbalo's topic here. I did
Mhm.
not want to speculate, but now that you read it to me, things
Mhm.
would make more sense.
Mhm.
And for him to send a mixed message, pretty much letting Gambians know, hey, this is something you gotta get used to because it's a sign of progress. Um, I don't know if I would agree with that. You know?
But that's why I say he contradict himself.
Yeah. I mean, because it's crazy.
Because who in their right mind will see crimes happening? You telling people that's a sign of progress. Because of you been living in the Bronx, for how many years? Now you at home doing this. So
Okay. So what he's saying is he saying that the level of crime in America should be accepted in the Gambia? Is he out of
I mean
his?
pretty much
Is
that's
he?
what he's saying.
Is
Because
is he
he said
crazy?
he said if you look at developed countries like America, Canada, Australia, Germany, there's the homicides that are happening there. So you see, that's why I say he contradicted himself. And like
The population of America.
Modlamin just said it. Gambia, I think we're still waiting for the security reform because our police are not equipped for this. Where do they base on their things? Gambia right now, the Gambia police force is the anti-crime. Is the anti-crime that goes out at night. The crime unit to arrest this. I mean criminals. Excuse me, these little criminals out there. But I think Sehumbalo should come back and rephrase his words because your own president
Like, did they
doesn't believe in the Gambian security force.
did they misquote him? Are you sure they wrote this properly?
Yes. I mean, I don't know if you watch the guy on Kerfa to the brunch.
I have not.
He's so arrogant. I mean,
okay, I'll watch it.
So, but that's why he was schooled by Mustafa Swandi. He's so kind of arrogant, saying that because you are in America for how many years now, you know everything. One thing I tell people, Gambia police force, even his own president, his boss, who is Barra, is hiding behind the economic still now. You don't even
what's this saying about what's his job?
He's advisor to the president and the youth, whatever, So now, for me, in my own view, na jeroto, sa la fa crime kelele, crime ne janaka.
Of course, if he's saying that.
Because a developing countries will be there's a lot of crimes, there's a lot of homicides going on in a lot of developing countries. For America for you, Germany for you, Australia for you, Canada for you. So I mean saying crime yanta kafla Gambia because Gambia be developed country.
No, because to me that means this guy, you have to look at how people speak, right? It tells you what type of work they're into and how they view the world. Because if only you believe in criminality, if you're in America here, we're all in America, but we live in different circumstances and different areas, right? Mm-hmm. Some Gambians, they're around the ghetto and they think crime is acceptable. Maybe he's from the ghettos of Bronx.
Like the ghettos of Brikama, right?
leave Brikama out of this, okay?
So Brikama, Bakaw, and Shukura, you guys think crime is just normal, right?
No. It's not normal there. No, absolutely not. I'll be really surprised if crime is common in Brikama now, but when I was there, no, because every now and again you would have people who steal goats, who would that's even a big crime, okay? So, but when I was there, steal the chickens, sise sungol. What do you sise sungol? Ha, will kashoto. Wallem criminal balti. Ha, bari kafoko mo fakuo. No, wabuka kentel la sate. Hani Gambia banko kambirin bije. Yeah, it's definitely worrisome, right? Because if he's saying what he's saying, and this is the guy advising the president, man, that's a problem. Because akamimfo ningambian ol fangol milbe Gambia, yeah, understand America crime fango benyame. But the fact of the matter is, because America is a huge country, over 300 million people, and so you cannot, of course, their crimes is going to be, there's going to be more crimes. There's way more different mixtures of different kinds of people, different cultures. But Gambia is a small place. Many Gambians are more related than, like you would find here in America, like people here in America would be. So to say, oh, you should get used to, people just killing people, that's irresponsible.
Hey, fellas.
Oh, how you doing?
How you
Welcome
guys?
to the show.
Thank you. How you guys doing, man?
Okay, the man so why?
Number time I see like I can.
So it is Sunday never.
Yeah, and you can make all of a can do sunna.
No, y'all ko. You can even time still come. Amanjari yesu.
Nga Ibrahim Ibrahim woku wore mu ko.
Yeah, ni be sila jaw no kan. Bare ni be sila jaw no kan. Go.
Yajele. You see, this is Yajele. Ustaz Jamal bije ika nyinka wano ika interpret.
No.
Ito lega fo
Go. Iko ni be sila jaw kan. Let's say ni bita kan sila jaw kan. Yes. But so ka fo ka fly jan Karasia wala ka fly Texas to.
So woman jamba.
Mo jamba rawo.
Hold on. So sila jama yo define nyadi la.
Yo define.
Na sunte betara silo kan. Wo
Oh, sunte betara la silo kan ha.
Wo ise bi bulano bare man ko free di de. Ba dola le sun karo tambita one.
Ngo ya jele kabring IJ for. I am murundi na nyame mfawa ya jele emphasis keje nyako bari. Iba jolalde yaje Ibrahim yaje watu monita da Ibrahim kadia munya nita da kebari ndolla bitikoto ikada dontorola ake sindila kombatu nge dandala
den menyen ko dile
gen menyen dile la iko muntu male benjola
after a Tom Pinto laje Tom Pinto
yalam baja bari foje kan sinin sa mamman la bi munna ina ko ba Ibrahim loko sepon ko bulano wala nan kay bari ba jolal de
hey bari ke speaking of that fang kudo be kerni wat ni ko number fondo read kan about Islam cool, there's this guy Lamin Damfa of Falon Karantaba, and this guy, I think his name is Basiru. So no, but if you think it makes sense to me as an individual. Okay. So you talk about for coming, oh boy, artist owning. I darale don't kodola. Sorry, I donate for to build or construct a dara or something like that. But mojama bije against Kaiko because oh boy la kodo what a musical do. So musical haram. So these people are saying that musical ya tandi mola Qur'ano kono hadiso kono ya for them specifically ko musical haram tal. So but committed in him gal kata nyame back and forth like they become defensive but they'll never answer the question.
Because ike fongol ifansum miro. Ikawale la faje yine Gambia la Islamo nyin kole andi kantung yaje Gambia watita mal fosabe itata dawoda small prophet Muhammad bo korda kono do ka taraje ate mantara do kulaje ate salji mutola manin wirdo you know, model lekate. So itelle ka mol kawandi ike famsung tal laje. Ita any konyoni ita dawoda. There's a small Muhammad there. After Fanam, nita ne you know ni koeko. Ika mim foteng. Ayitan din na bang abe Qur'ano kono dame because ntea na merindindole fanaya kentela anata New York. Na be tiantela konye he abu baringela natalo ja konye baringa minjo mandi anye den kay mune mandie
ama fo na mudi mandi
ako mimbe kungoto kay mune wadi akonye ikun kay o nkuntinyo akonye ha bari e rasta minki jo mandi anye nka bari nka rasta mandi akonye ha nka bari nka wobeti ara nka bari aje ibuka rasta style okay akonye hani nka yo kumo banta amantare kungoto abentelo kungoto wo be de tora la muna ko nye bari alaman son wala nka ko ayitandin na bang nka okay ala e wo fodame nka ko yaaji alkanyineke alkal fango ke ala la palaso to kabrin je boy merin lingo e kuya mutamfe bari wo be de tora la muna
e kan nasoro ko kum wala ino mum man so
bari alga tonya fo you know inko the fact is this lady cannot even read.
I'm glad,
right.
I'm glad
How can she tell?
You brought this topic because I was gonna bring this topic before showing you about.
Okay. Sorry, man, I got ahead of you, man. Uncle, sorry, I got a little bit ahead of you.
No, it's okay. I'm glad you. I'm because I was gonna bring it. So it's like, wo so-called hall mulko ha oh boy la kudu manya na tunat oh boy manya dara sponsor la. Nato ya ponye ninto ya po nata na ponye nche manta sila manta mo nyako no jibera to yalo alqur'ano to nana ta jeno la zina ala ya fojele nafiki ya ala ya fojele hypocrisy ala ya fojele but I mean ntamaje daming go alqur'ano any part from sotum bakara ka jina fof nas ala ya fo daming ko music go haram tale ma foko again. Let me clarify myself. Mark Foko, this go pete adal de. Kantu gamme no wrong.
Ibrahima, Ibe from contradiction de Iko ite you said you are not afraid. Anytime a man says that to qualify himself, you know that says he's afraid. You know, just
I'm not
afraid of contradiction.
We're having a conversation here, and to me, right? For me, nibe tonya fola, right? Tonya muminti, tonya mukilin neti.
Okay, let me take this out of there.
Right.
Oh boy, yala kodota. I dara support. I dara yela. I madrasa support. Puri yela bunlo. Puri bedinol karanda dami. So you need to finish it anang. You go wo haram tale wo kodo. What walana? Munana. What a mulbe drug wapola. Mulbe ya kodo suka nyado nyama. Tebe ifalta makabe jo lokala. Ibe madrasa lolala. Sai munana wala kodo ma haram.
But I don't even think we should try to look at coming other factors to qualify. Haram dale bang pa mang haram nakita haram dale yatan ni molla but nakita ko shareholder level pool define kan kafu ko okay based on toll ni ndonga determine kama haram dale so until the scripture ni tandila buko nying ya safe dami qur'ano kono o hadiso kono kila ya foda kadu mu nyenta kala ala nan kila la karna surlal
God, this is the problem.
I look at music toka wandila musical. Okay. Mune sense make. Muyalon ko ibe kumo foka muyalon ka sense make. It comes with the conscious vibes. I can't listen to it because ibe kawondolo keka. Kawondila fana mbe onyama. But manta sila do na musical because of her. After Damos line beat theater. No, I don't go by beat. I go by the words. I go by the message that you are sending out there. Sonte, I'm not gonna say ne. Oh boy, ningamen chala ning ST be yimuna to kamol donate nin sunkaro kon wala ka daral sponsor. Is har am fenno man haram wodo.
it's silly because the fact is, right? They say the music, for instance, is, for instance, the words we're spitting here, we can put, really nice beats behind it. It would sound like, no, seriously, it would sound like music. Because like, to say this, like, I was listening to Bob Marley the other day. So I'm just listening to exactly the things he's saying, right? I understand what he's saying. But in Gambia, you would have preachers preach against Bob Marley, right? But Bob Marley, he knows better than them. In fact, a lot of the things he's saying is from the Bible. Is from the Bible, just in a song form. He speaks with wisdom. What he's saying is more conscious and productive than what they are saying. That's why he's more popular than they are. That's why his message resonates with people all over the world. Of course, people are going to enjoy it, but it's not only the music. If you're listening to music, people listen for different reasons. But if you really want to hear the message, it comes down to the message, the messaging. You could distribute bad message in lots of different forms. Hitler wasn't a musician, but his message killed millions of people, right or wrong. So it's the message. Yeah, it's the message. So this ustasis and stuff, is jealousy.
Thank you very much.
It's jealousy. Atata nata, is sondomolle mansenya. Because first of all, these people, if you really know what God is about, you won't listen to these people because they are putting themselves in the position of God, trying to, pass judgment on these people. And, I know, Ibrahim, you gave tit for tat, right? But even, with anybody, I wouldn't pass judgment on you. It's between you and God. Because the moment you judge a man, that's the worst sin ever anyone can do because you are playing God. So hey, I know the law of the land. The law of the land says selling drugs is illegal, right? Okay. The person that is making that law, because this is why it says in the book, be in the world, but not of it. So if these people are getting convicted in the law of the world, right? We don't know what God's judgment is on that. We could only speculate because of how the world conditioned us to see things that way. But if you're looking at it, through the spectrum of a higher judgment, right? You would know that you, me, Eeps, everybody that's watching, right? The truth is, the reality is, of ourselves, we know nothing of ourselves. We cannot do anything. You see what I'm saying? So therefore, we cannot actually judge. But I know that the law of the land, of the government, they would put you away if you sell, if that is an illegal thing, right? But now, whatever they put their money into, right? I don't know how God sees that. You see what I'm saying? And I don't think anybody in the world knows that either.
Nobody knows. Nobody. I mean, we just prove.
Yeah.
We just prove. Nobody knows.
But
at the same time, when they Yamanyang is a jealousy. I think it's a jealousy. I think I'm not. Since this old boy Gammon child whole Shaga started, Brace Afoko Yala Funko launch. Since when they launched their album, Jamusiat.
Yeah, because y'all on them. You start so nanga for
I mean, come on. I mean, so oh boy, Yala Funkota, oh boy decided that I did my album launching. this how much money I have in profit. So what profit, ba on temang tamanta tara on temang ibana da na profit ota nada na taliba karande ultimal. Let's say okay, let's put it this way today.
In Taliban in school all from what is the use of them? Let us talk about that. What is the use?
No, we don't have enough time. Because we don't have enough time today for that one. We'll come back. We'll add that.
So it's like, it's just a matter of, a Gambia from when people are donating, they donate not according to need, it's according to what they think people emotions, what they think, people think they should put their money into, so that's why, because when you talk to anyone, that's why I don't do the tick for tat thing, because even like those ustasis, I see right away from the way you presented it, because if I tell oh boy, isa fofang ise dol mo dindin solima akate kana munela kakodo di ustasol bawe tel
go ustaz wato sign ni wolon ustaz jallo kodol ta mo yalan ko drop kodol e wodi mo lo ustaz jallo imam jallo bi je mo ko be dere wokan baya
the Paco that was doing the rebuttal on that, sorry. Niya mo ya papoka ka explain ko ustaz ibe daniro kila ko felinga kila. I go when they're talking about that, but when Old Boy's manager, Sibo, that Marie Conte girl, Siboya, she did a donation to one of his daughters one time. I think it was last year. I go instantly, and which is true, I saw the video. These people composed a song. The Taliban knew that
Taliban dingola. Ijibela nyu ustasola. Ika kamfa denkilo, but Taliban dingol mome by denkilala.
So what's the difference between that and the
if you look at your, yarum bugal bukan Africa, why one Africa? Rebellion
No. Ngo, another thing. Alia video dolam was circulating a while ago. Alia very funny video. Taliban ningo suku dula nyung kotoke. Mimbe abe semestral makang. It was well composed. You see what I'm saying? So ala for nyin Taliban ye fata,
So-called, I just call them the so-called scholars. With all this you are a scholar, it that haram kuto. Well, it been Arab Bangkok, I go Al Quran for taxi. Mune Bondi Europe, Ikara Hustle in Lauta.
Europe. So you from manke coming back out to level. What uncle Alphanang.
So the problem.
So you more Taliban, funkulanding all that.
Ngo munja hal talon nyong si balon yeke markasi Gambia bora Gambia bidu ay fatida iya kudu sotulandi wa yo
Ipsa jolo.
No, I don't. When it comes to music, you cannot just say music is haram if it leads to something else. For example, now we're gathering to Muyaloko, musical like the blues music back in the 60s and 70s. They used to say blues is bad because blues kamuna the one put nimolbalo candidate okay, you jioning, to bab jioning. Now you cool, so I can tell, okay, maybe musical led to that.
No. You have to take accountability. Musical to kela noela ayatare tole. Nita de moltara ibe fali subo barbecue kay ko nyimu fali subo. Anu agrete fali subo domo nana amata reto. Ibo fali subo domo la bang.
But anyway.
I agree with you.
So I because it's a CJ, it's a musical. I'm waiting for musical. I am balo kandindi. So silang ya jele because ni lafta kela kuol ke ka fole no musical imbalo kande ne comme tubabu du jam ibuke je nyin tubabu sunkutol all the time kana ike je court ika foko ye kari ya accuse le ko ay rape. So bari ka story ni tata ye story nyin ya noma ika tarako. Oh no, nyil fango they were hanging out, you know. If yellow tubabu geo ming, but iko no tubabu geo nyine ate hakilo dundi nyokon. So what about the guy?
The guy,
okay.
Yeah.
How come? You see what I'm saying? So we cannot be devoid of accountability. We have to take accountability.
Exactly.
We have 10 more minutes. So let's talk on this. So the next topic is the
UDP. UDP accused of peddling drugs.
What do I want to get on that?
No. It's written.
Okay. Yes, that's the next topic.
Okay.
But didn't go for because you know what? We have a cocaine. It's 90. Today is 100 days. We have 3 tons of cocaine in the Gambia. You guys are not focused on that 3 tons of cocaine. Almanta onyini. So saying you target the UDP. Moya on la moto kono drive on moto korendika.
Who's accusing them? Who's accusing them?
I mean, who's accusing them is the government, pretty much, because police are long. I mean, and they are this patrol team. So, saying, yalong janin bita yero na funku dolo na cousin dolo ate yalong a farmer man call bara bawam surwal. But pabi ni among sura kamoy. So sirifa te katay sabale. So saying ya bole wala sister ya call ya bole. So pabi ni murmo men yo guys sirif ko suwa juna dolo ndro. Sirif man funo da ande ko. Akon go sirif len guys sirif felenti. Avana sirif kunen guy bo japama. Aka sirif aka nam. Aka ko denga nantai. Aka go no papa dumane nantai demone pore. Kaka okay bo bang.
No, but Ibrahim, when you say it's not true, just because there has been cocaine cases that are almost 3 months away, does not always mean that this event did not happen.
Okay. This event,
you cannot use one to qualify the other. You know what I mean?
No.
So this is what happened. UDP la moto sama mechanical ya, so you go for electrical work. So the electrical person, you go de ole moto nyinta anafundida, a traffic police all day, a malefical law, a turnaround, they went after him and they found, cannabis in the car. So
it's not cocaine.
No, it's cannabis, marijuana.
It's kulol.
Yeah, kulol bijele, but there are also bags. So the thing is, UDP distanced themselves as a party, which was expected. The guy is not a member of the UDP and all this, okay? So it's only saying coming, the government is using that as a ploy, to tarnish their image. Hey, Drogo, just people will distance themselves from the party. So it could be, we don't know, that's a conspiracy theory. But the fact of the matter is, it happened, it was a UDP call. Okay? So then somebody has to be responsible. So now you call your charge. So come on for it, it happened. So I cannot say it's not true because I'm not in the police, I'm not part of the investigating team and all that. So, but Ibrahim, why would you say it's not true before Abu comes in? And I'll be leaving in a couple of minutes. So
okay, the reason I say it's not true, I've been following the case myself, and I talked to a lot of people on the ground, which I'm not gonna mention names. I even talked to some of the. I talked to a friend of mine who is currently working at the drug squad. I talked to him, and according to him and what he told me, he's like, what, this thing is not true. Yes, the driver that they see in the UDP car, when they follow the car, they did not find a marijuana in the car. they find, because obviously soko, niba rap kante yale ko kulul. Yes. So ako yo kulul tara muto kono. But kafoko ye marijuana found, nyamu found tara jele. Ako, imanyamu muta kulul yo, yeah. So drive on ko ate buka tai saba. Ako barka go, like ila fata la nyaming is just they're trying to turn, to tarnish the image of UDP, like you said, because it's a big party. So ning pusi valkera ka try la muto kono. Wala anko I've been following the case, since when this happened. I've been calling, I've been following it on online medias and stuff like that. Even their press conference, now follow I listen to everything. Like, the old man tell them, let the UDP executive be careful. Tell them to in samba from Pulko. It reminds me that come near Muto in samba, from Kuplado, it's gonna turn out to be this way, So when they want to take it out, it's not true. It's just cool on that, la five social.
Okay, that's your take.
Yeah, that's my take.
Afridamos.
I don't know much about it. I'm just hearing it here. So sounds like a petty squabble.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah. All right, guys, I gotta go. So I don't know what other topic do we have.
We have the last topic here is the former Interior Minister assaulted.
Do you guys remember him? He used to be the commissioner for Western Division. He's from Sanyang, General Mahmoud Bojang.
Yeah, I remember.
He used to be Interior Minister back in. He was in Kalajima from, ala moto yana Gambia need the police will go why your particulars.
Yeah.
So all the particulars will expire. So they're trying to stop him, to kind of show. So he got out of the car. So after, he acted like he's calling the IGP, then they attacked the people, they score, they fight, they push Duma, so,
wow.
They, but they were able to put the situation under control. Charged for assault, police officer over there. But that just speaks to me about, the level of arrogance and Gambia and entitlement for them,
No, your power landed your power landed to La Balto. Your power landed to La Balto. One thing they need to understand with all that power, like, come on, man. Just be humble, man. Because of you being a minister of interior before, or even if you've been a president before, that doesn't mean that you are above the law. Or the police have every right to ask you your particulars of offense. If also have the particulars of offense. So, me in gala particular ladal, attend the gala drum, but I'm attend the gala conte ha, a mantelon temo afidamo sort inte imalo conte, I was this and that. So pretty much I think that, no one is above the law.
It's silly.
All right, man. I think this might be a good place to
wrap it up.
All right, and safe trip to wherever you need to tell you attack you in green sign. But if Jola,
hey, it'll fatwa dingate.
But if Jola,
Ntuloya mo.
It'll fatwa.
Ntuloya mo. But if Jola, ya no fana repeat let's see.
Ntuloya mo sate molbe fana ntuloya mo.
Bawo ye fatwa dimbita tera sande.
But if Jola, ninsugara tambi.
Andu wodu mo ndindi mani ekajele mo konko ya muda akoeko. Andu nteni konye fansungo te mba tela. Aga sungo te. Ayate iko iyo. Je yena sungo te iko ite ibilisa dunte telekono itele impus. No nene bwen sunta bwe konko ya muta imaje wuraro ikataraka kasuntera ngol tabi. So na mero bije abe pompitero fraika. Ntama pompitero sero dunta nandara nga pompiter kilin sunya nga ntama tandunta bunkonta ndara bunda koma boy nga pompitero bulanda kono dro yara fan brother ben no makan this guy akonye ay sungo tenk ngay tonyan tenk ko nga pompitero kunung
karanga be kandirim fana
ha mama ka ko fatalo ay namero fangalo ne ko no ilake pompitero kunun ne
nga pompitero niya fanke frawo nyama bantaka sumya kuno to ka kande ka mo ko jato fajinde ko comme jato e mumune diamu bari bo diam bo kacala next time jato next time go story for that jato e mumune diamu
okay we'll talk about it later, man. Guys,
all right, guys, you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. Enjoy the next week coming, and guys, Ibrahim, you can wrap it up, man.
All right, sleep, guys. And viewers, thank you for watching. This is the end of the show, the Gam Recap Show. Thank you for watching. Balbit and Blambal Jela, Almal Loka Rosiala, Dalal Fatima Ibrahim Fati, meaning after Damosobian Epsangor, Nabla Fanaye Funda Solali.
All right, guys, for next week, please don't hesitate. Follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/LSTV1. Also, check us out on YouTube, youtube.com/LSTV1, and subscribe to our channel. We have shows coming up after Ramadan. You guys going to love it. We also have a new show that's about to start in about 2 weeks, called The Journey. You guys are going to like that, so stay tuned. Yeah.
Ngo barbi Afrida was monduala Japanese counter. We are monduala.
Enko Afrida was a surrounding duala why.
Ngo
Aja pando berenal.
Ngo alga ñu so surround bi.
No. Ya ninga dua ni masama na ron dua.
Ngo jigoden sama. Ni dae sama. Ngo warira jinhe kinsha michi tamai yo
All right, guys, bye, man. Take care.
Please, you guys are not serious.